life, the bright lights, the type the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they paid to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Knicks at Sixers. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Thursday, May 2nd with another free pick, and we're rocking with the Sixers -3 at home. This is an epic series, an all-time classic. Some really amazing games. The crowds have been crazy. What more can you ask for from playoff basketball? Now, I'm going to go into the narrative as to why I like the Sixers before I go into the numbers. Narrative-wise, Joel Embiid has help. Tyrese Maxey has announced to the basketball world that he is a superstar. He's had superstar potential. He's already made himself known to be a star by making the All-Star game this year. And I want to make something clear. If you listen to Joel Embiid and how he's always talked about Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid has actually been one of Tyrese Maxey's first and biggest supporters. He's always said this kid has the potential to be a star. And after the game, the way he was talking about Maxey, I feel like his performance is going to give Joel Embiid an injection of life, because no matter how bad Embiid has been in the playoffs, and he's never been good in the playoffs, really, he's never really had help like this. And I think it's going to give him a boost, knowing in the next game that, you know what, I don't got to do everything because I got this kid who's ready to ride with me. So just morale-wise, I think the Sixers are in the best place they've been. Other reason I think morale-wise, the reason that the Knicks are up 3-1 in the series is because they've been mashing these boys on the offensive glass. Finally, the Sixers won the rebounding battle in Game 5, which helped lead them to a victory. Now, numbers-wise, Jalen Brunson's one of the best players in the NBA. It's pretty obvious. He's averaging like 35 points a game in this series. He's doing that on 41% shooting from the field, 29% from three, which are not great splits, and I think that's part of the problem. As much of a solution as he is, the problem is he has no help. He's taken 148 field goals in this series. Nobody on his team has 70. Only one player has 60. He's taken 33% of their shots. So 1/3 of every shot that goes up is from one guy. And that one guy is 6'2", like a $190. Again, we are in the business of data mining, of finding trends. Okay, you want to know what one of the biggest trends is in league history? Guys that are that small, 6'2", under 200 pounds. How many times in league history has a guy that small led a team on a long playoff run? If you even fix your mouth to say Steph Curry, think about the quality of Steph Curry's teammates compared to the quality of Jalen Brunson's teammates. And there's your answer. I'm not saying that the Knicks can't win this series. Of course they can, especially with the way they play defense and the way they crash the boards. But to have this one guy carry the load the way he is, taking 1/3 of your shots, it's just a lot to ask. And I think that the 76ers, the way that their team functions, it just makes more sense in these pressurized situations. Let me just give you guys the perfect example of what I mean. 64% of all the field goals that the Sixers have made in this series have been assisted. Only 55% of the field goals that the Knicks have made have been assisted because you got one guy doing everything. Give me the Sixers at home with their team finally finding some chemistry, finally crashing the boards, in front of their home fans, -3, and let's cash another ticket, y'all. Bucks at Pacers. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Thursday, May 2nd with another free pick. We're rocking with the Pacers in the first quarter, -2.5. A lot of things going on in this series. The inexperience for the Indiana Pacers has really been showing in these losses, especially the last game. I told y'all when I was capping the game, I thought the Pacers were going to win, which they didn't. But I was not willing to lay points with the Pacers on the road because the Bucks have easily one of the best home crowds in the NBA, and you saw that play out. Their crowd gave those role players an energy that the Pacers just simply could not match. Now, unless Tyrese Halliburton, who he's one of my favorite players, he's going to be a perennial All-NBA guy, but he was campaigning about, I don't want to be a loser. That's why we're going so hard in the play-in tournament. My guy was doing Dame time back in November. Listen, son, if you want to be a winner, you want to be one of the best players in the league, you got to perform in April, May, and June. Who cares about November? Ask Anthony Edwards. He won one playoff series, and everyone's counting him as a next in line. So unless the Pacers get the best version of Tyrese Halliburton, even without Dame and Giannis, they might not win this series. Now, the reason I'm taking the Pacers in this specific spot is the trend in the 5 games of the series is that the Pacers come out smoking in the first quarter, shit their pants in the second quarter, come out play better in the third quarter, and then kind of try to hang on in the fourth quarter. In the first quarter of this series, their net rating is incredible. It's a plus 18. At home, it's like a plus 30 something. Even if you take it to the 3 games in Milwaukee, they're a plus 5.6. So they're the dominant team in this series in the first quarter. And I think with their backs against the wall, in a situation where they know they should not be in, they know they should have went into Milwaukee and taken care of business if they were who they thought they were, but they aren't. They're not that good. However, they're still good enough to be able to beat this Milwaukee team as presently constructed, and I think that this game has significant meaning in the sense that this is like a crossroads game for the Indiana Pacers. Who are they? What is this team? And I think that they're going to find out. We're going to find out who they are. I'm still not willing. I mean, what is the spread? Minus 8.5? What planet are we living on that you're going to lay minus that many points with a team that shit all over themselves in the last game? The Milwaukee Bucks are not afraid of these guys, but I'm going to continue with the trend that has been consistent in this series. That is the Pacers, whether it's home or away, have been the far better team to start these games. So give me the Indiana Pacers minus 2.5 in the first quarter in a do-or-die situation in front of their home fans. And let's cash get another ticket, y'all.